Question number 13. In the xy plane, the graph of the function f of x equals x squared plus 5x plus 4 has two x-intercepts. What is the distance between the x-intercepts? Okay. The question is talking about x-intercepts, right? For x-intercepts, the value of y would be 0 because it is all the points are lying along x-axis, and this is what we call, all these points are called x-intercepts. So to deal with this, you simply set the whole function f of x equals 0. So you're going to have f of x equals to x squared plus 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. And over here you can just factor the x, factor the trinomial, and you're going to put 4 and 1 plus because 4x plus 1x, it would be 5x, and then 4 times 1 would be 4. So this is how you factor it, and eventually you have x equals -4, x equals -1. So on your graph, the x-intercept will be here, -1 and -4. So these are the two x-intercepts you have, and you can just label the rest of the coordinates with -2 and -3, and you can start counting because the question is asking for the distance, right? So the distance from here to here would be how many units? Just go 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 units. So the distance is 3. C. The answer is C. Okay, question 14. And you're asked, what are all values of x that satisfy the given equations? So to deal with this, okay, let me copy the question again. Square root of 4x equals x minus 3. And to get it of the square root, you square it on both sides. You square on both sides. So any number you square 2 times, you will get back the same thing. Okay, so you're going to have x minus 3 times x minus 3 on the right hand side, and when you multiply these two together, you end up having the original value underneath the roof. I like to say roof to represent the square root sign, because to me the square root sign looks like a roof of a house. Okay, so 4x, now you have 4x that is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 9, and you can just switch the order, switch around by writing x squared and minus 6x plus 9 on the left hand side and the 4x on the right hand side. It's the same thing. Okay, and the reason why I do that is because usually we have the polynomial on the left hand side equals to 0. So to make it equal to 0, I'm going to move the 4x to the left hand side. So it's going to be x squared minus 6x. When you move the 4x to the other side, it becomes a negative. So it's a negative 4x plus 9 equals 0. Okay, so and then you will just group the like terms, join them together, you have a negative 10x plus 9 equals 0. So eventually you need to factor x and x. Okay, the factor of 9 would be 1 and 9, 3 and 3, but take a look at this is a 10, so it should be 9 and 1. The 5 factors for 9 should be 9 and 1, so that you can end up having a negative 10 by putting negative on both numbers. So you have negative 9x and negative x that end up having negative 10x for you, and negative 9 times the negative 1 would be positive 9. Okay, so that means x would be 9 and also x would be 1. Okay, but we need to check back. Let's see which one fits the equation. So assuming that x is 9, okay, this is the original equation is square root of 4x equals to x minus 3. So x is 9, then you plug in a 9 in here. 4 times 9, that is equal to 9 minus 3. Square root of 36 equals 6. Yes, 6 is equal to 6 because square root of 36 is 6. This is correct. 9 is correct. Okay, what about when x is 1? If x is 1, then you go 4 times 1, that is equal to 1 minus 3. So you're going to have square root of 4 equals negative 2. Okay, 2 is not equals to negative 2. It's not. So this is not. So the answer would be just the 2. The answer is B. Okay. All right. So the next thing is the next question is 15. Question 15. It says that in the system equation above, A is a constant. For which of the following values of A does the system have no solution? So when you have two linear equations, two straight line, right? Assuming that you have straight line, two straight line, you must have to find the solution of two linear equation, assuming that one is like that and the other one is like this. So the point that they cross, the points that they intersect each other would be the solution. Okay, so if it says that the system will have no solution, right? That means they never touch, they never cross each other. So in what condition, in what circumstances, these two lines will not touch each other? The only possibility is they must be parallel. Okay, parallel like this with this line, or parallel like this with this line. Okay, so if they are parallel, that means they have the same slope. They have the same slope. So when you look at y equals to mx plus b, the slope intercept form, that means the two lines must have the same value of m. So to deal with this, you need to transform these two equations into slope intercept form that looks like this. So let's do the first one. Negative 3x plus y equals 6. So I'm going to move the 3x to the right hand side. I'm going to have y equals to negative change to positive. Okay, 3x plus 6. So in this case, the m is a 3. Now let's deal with this. That says ax plus 2y equals 4. I'm going to transform it into a slope intercept form as well. So I'm going to write 2y equals to, I'm going to move the ax to the other side. They will become a negative ax plus 4. Okay, so and then you need to get rid of the coefficient in front of the y by dividing both sides by 2, and you have y equals to negative a over 2x plus 2. This cross out. So as I said before, to have no solution, they must be parallel. If they are parallel, they must have the same same slope. So I would say that this would be the same as this. So you set negative a over 2 equals to 3, and then just solve for a. Okay, multiply both sides by 2. So you have negative a equals to 6. So a would be, okay, you put negative on both sides, right, to get rid of the negative, and you end up having a positive a that's equal to negative 6. And that is the value of a. Okay, so the answer would be negative 6. The answer is A. Okay, that's it. Thank you.